How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. This is Wake Run Collapse. I did not upload yesterday, and I'm not apologizing for it. I just wanted the day, so I took the day, and it was so freeing to feel that way. And in exchange, you're getting 2 boxes today, 2 booster box openings. We got one of Japanese Blue Shock and one of Japanese Red Flash from the XY8 expansions. I'm going to try to open these pretty quickly, as the sets themselves are not terribly desirable. They're not something that a lot of people are really struggling to collect or looking for that much. I think their appeal kind of died off a couple weeks after they were first introduced. So if you are nonetheless excited for a quick 2-box opening on the channel, make sure you hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. We're going to try to get through this very quickly if we can. As always, I'm shooting to avoid that 16-minute timer. We got Floatstone, Doduo, Monkey, Smeargle. I can fight with those all I want, but I could also just call them monkeys. Alright, got Florges, a Quilava, Woobat, Vanillite, and Pinsir. Seems like it's been a little bit since I did a comprehensive opening of X and Y8. Glalie, Spirit Link, what is that? Spupa, Teddiursa, Scatterbug, and a Mega Mewtwo X version EX. I think I'm going to skip the sleeving if I can. Most of you have seen all of these cards before, so I'm going to try not to spend too much time on it. That's an awesome Gengar Holo. I love that card. So instead, we're just going to focus on getting the opening done, respecting your time. And the good news is we're already 5 packs in, only 2 minutes and 8 seconds into the video. We're 5 packs in. This is kind of the pace that I wanted to set. Parallel City right there as the first double-sided trainer card to be introduced. And then we got Rainbow Energy, Flabebe. Yeah, Flabebe, Vanillish, Cacnea, and a Vivillon Holo. Blue Shock and Red Flash kind of has a somewhat unduly bad rap for a set, because if you compare what's available in a set like this to a set that is of a similar size that currently comes out, the variety is not all that far off. The problem that arises is that in this particular expansion, because of the way that they organize the pull rates, the pulls are all the same. So we got a Glalie EX right there, but a Glalie EX appears in 95% of the boxes. What they've done with it is they've included the Glalie in every box, basically. Just like in Red Flash, they've included the Houndoom EX in basically every box. It's pretty hard, actually, to find a box that does not contain the card. It also contains its regular Mewtwo form. Usually it's got a Mega, and then it's got a Break card, too. Speaking of which, there's the Zoroark Break. I feel like they just they missed out on some opportunities, and looked at the Break cards as kind of replacing the need for variety in the boxes. Oh, people will be so excited that there'll be, a different Break in each box. We don't have to try with the EXs. And it was a kind of a lazy choice on their part. There's Bridget, and as I mentioned in a video a couple days ago, I adore this artwork. Probably one of, if not my favorite, regular trainer artworks. It's just, I don't know, it's something very clean and cool about it. Makes me feel like I'm back in college. This is gonna really bring you back. Yeah, we had college back when I was alive. I used to have Monday labs because I took some physics courses as part of my mathematics degree, and I would have Monday afternoon labs, actually a lot of the time. Let's get an Octillery Holo there. A lot of the time we would have them. I don't know, it's just the way that it worked out. But it was kind of cool based on my college schedule. Why am I going on this tangent? There's the Mewtwo right there. It was kind of cool because on Mondays I would have the class, usually like 1 to 2, or something to that effect, maybe like 11 to 12, and then I would have the lab immediately following it. the lab that was associated with the class. On Wednesday, we would have the class, but not the lab, which meant that my Wednesday was shorter. And then on Friday, we wouldn't have the class at all because we had the lab on Monday, and that meant that my weekend would start a little earlier. It's a Meloetta Hollow. So that is something that I really did like about college, and for some reason, seeing that Bridget artwork takes me back to those times. Rainbow Energy, and in my final pack of the day, for this box at least, we've got Fracture, Axew, Magnemite, a Floette, and a Sandslash. So no full arts there, but no real problem with that. Of course, it would have been awesome to get one of the better full arts from the expansion. But given that these are kind of bonus boxes, and I've already completely completed the set, and a long time ago, nonetheless, that doesn't really bother me too much. So let's move that out of the way, move on to Red Flash, which we've already taken the plastic wrap off of, and contains the other half of the Japanese set that became Breakthrough in the English-speaking nations. And you know what, speaking of school, I have another thing that I'm going to mention as we burn through these packs, starting with Giovanni's Scheme, Magneton, a Misdreavus, Snover, and a Prinplup. Is this thought, this notion. For those of you who have, and hopefully that's going to be a lot of you, for those of you who have been out of elementary or middle school for a long time, I suggest if you have the opportunity, at some point, go back to that school. Like, if you're allowed to, if you're permitted, walk around in the hallways a little bit. Because in my mind, and I found in the minds of a lot of people that I know, as we get a Houndoom EX, the school that you went to in the past seemed a lot bigger in your memory than it is now. Obviously, that school probably has not been rebuilt in any way. There's an assault vest. It's probably not been rebuilt in any way since you went to it. I don't know, maybe it has. But because you were a much smaller human at the time, your perception of the size of and scope of everything is going to end up different. Like the elementary school that I attended once I moved to the town that I spent all my high school and all my other school days in. School days. The elementary school I went to seemed absolutely massive. But it was just one floor. It just seemed enormous to me as, you know, an 8-year-old attending this school. It was an Empoleon Hollow. But I go for walks down there sometimes now, and I'll walk past the school, and it's kind of shocking. Oh god, these packs fell everywhere. It's kind of shocking just how small it is. Nice! Giovanni's Scheme full art. I will slow down for this for about 20 seconds. That's a good one. But yeah, walking around it now, it doesn't seem nearly as daunting as this massive palace that it felt like as a 3rd grader and as a 4th grader. It's just kind of cool. So we'll zoom in right there, see that it's 64 out of 59 as a super rare. Definitely one of the better full arts available in the set. Definitely one of the cooler ones as well. I would have vastly preferred this to the regular Mewtwo full art or the regular Houndoom full art. Probably better than the Ultra Rare and the Mega Houndoom as well. I think this is pretty much on par for me with the Psychic Infinity Mega Mewtwo Y full art that is available in the set. But that's a sweet pull right there. I know, it's just it's interesting how your perspective changes your memory. I feel like that happens a lot with me. So we got a Go-Goat, a Staryu. It's funny, I start to read off the names of the Pokemon from the packs, and then my hands are just moving too quickly for me to stop and think about what they all are. So then I just cease my speaking. That was a Mismagius Hollow there as well. That was pretty cool. Heavy Ball, a Remoraid, Panseer, Starmie, and a Marowak Break. Cool. Alright, I don't know what the deal is, but these packs are going fucking everywhere. So we're going to throw them out, and then we'll resume our cutting of packs. And good news is we did end up with a full art of that guy. So overall, a pretty decent showing. Now we're just kind of running out the clock and chatting as the rest of the packs are opened. And there's the other Mewtwo. So ever since I started this channel, I've never opened a... Ooh, love that Yveltal. I've never opened a pack off camera. And that does have a little bit to do with the fact that I can't just go to a local card shop and start buying packs and just open them on a whim for a couple of bucks, and that everything that I purchase ends up being, you know, more of an investment, more of a drawn-out video. But I've just been so afraid of pulling anything good that I haven't wanted to not document it. There's a Raikou. Red Flash has the better hollows. I think we can all agree on that. But I'm petrified of missing something. And I always get so bummed when somebody pulls something really good and had decided not to film it or forgot to film it, or something happens with the video that they can't share it with other people. It just makes me so darn nervous that the same thing's going to happen to me. There's the Mega Mewtwo Y EX right there. And the last pack ought to have nothing. So, good that we got the 2 Mega Mewtwo's, and good that we got a full art supporter as well. So pretty decent showing all around. Plus, guys, peep that time. I know that they're just 20 pack openings, and they should go more quickly in comparison to what we have now. But I will do a recap, but I will not sort them. We're just going to show them. Mega Mewtwo Y EX, Raikou, Yveltal, Mewtwo, Marowak Break, Mismagius, Empoleon, Mamoswine, Houndoom. Then we got Meloetta, the other Mewtwo, Octillery, Zoroark Break. Actually, I hadn't noticed that before. Glalie, a Haxorus, Vivillon, Gengar, and Mega Mewtwo. Actually, was that 20? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I like sort of started counting in my head, but I started late. So I was suddenly thinking that I had pulled 21, including this full art that we're going to show you again. It was kind of freaking me out. I was like, this is not X and Y1. These things don't happen anymore. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the double box opening for Blue Shock and Red Flash. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment down below. And hey, I've opened cases of these sets before, back when they were initially released. So if you really find yourself taking to one of those sets, go back and check out the case opening. It's there. It's free. It's fun. It's to be enjoyed. And I hope you do. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.